in this video I'm going to be talking about this little contraption that I made in my workshop. I had a couple of spare days and got around to finally doing a few things I've been meaning to do for ages. So this is going to be the main part of a fire tripod for cooking and boiling and multiple uses. Anything you can use a tripod for in bushcraft, and this will form a really strong tripod that won't give way, doesn't matter about heat. This started out life as a marquee peg for a small gazebo slash marquee, and I've just chopped it off, bent it round into a hook. This fits through, sits inside. 3 holes that we'll need to gather to form the tripod, and then all you need is a piece of cheap chain, and then you have a fully height adjustable cooking setup. So we need to start and gather some materials. So with the wood gathered, the next step is to shave the end of the poles down so they're going to fit snugly into these sockets. That should do it. So with our 3 equal poles, we can now assemble the tripod. Made them quite a loose fit at the top, so you've got some wiggle room for the poles, so you can extend the tripod out. There you go. That is rock solid. Now we need our hanging hook. Feed it down. That's in there. Then your chain. Remember, as it's a chain and a hook, you can set it to any height for any size pot. So we'll get a little fire going and make a brew. As it's been raining here pretty much for about 48 hours, all the fire materials around here is drenched. So one tip is if you just get a knife and just scrape the wet outer layers of bark off. Expose the dry wood underneath, and then you could also make some feather cuts like this just in the dry wood, and this will give you a better chance of actually getting a fire going, because all this stuff's pretty damp. So I'm actually going to have the fire in this stainless base from my Petromax fire kettle. I did a review and another video on that kettle if you'd like to check it out, but as I only need to do a boil up of a mug's worth of water, I only need a tiny fire, and this will keep it all contained, easy to sort out afterwards. I've got my tinder bag here, everything's all dry in here, and I've also got some Vaseline petroleum jelly to put on the cotton pads to extend them so they burn a bit more like a candle, give me a much better chance of actually getting this fire going. So let's give it a go. And sod's law, it's just started raining, so we're getting this done really quick hopefully. Just going to put some cotton pads in. Like I say, got some petroleum jelly, just smear a little on, and it should extend the burn so they'll behave a bit more like a small candle. Also got some strips of birch bark, dry birch bark from a felled tree, which is, if you know, is a great tinder. This stuff goes up like you wouldn't believe. So fingers crossed we can get it going. Not the best ferro rod. That seems to be alive. Let's get the kettle. Luckily the fire's going. This won't take long to boil, so hopefully we'll be filling my mug up in a minute and having a brew in the rain. Well, that's our water boiled. It's on the rolling boil now. So I'm going to treat myself to a caramel latte, a bit posh. I knew it was going to rain, just knew it. The forecast was quite good for today, but it just looked horrendous this morning. Even though there's some breaks in the cloud, I just knew it. At least it's peaceful then. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's good. And hot. And there we have it, guys, all cleared up. I can see a deer. There it is. So we'll try and end this video again without an interruption from a deer. All I was going to say is, you can see I've cleared the spot up. You wouldn't ever tell I had been here. I think it's good practice. You should always do this, especially if you have a fire. Always make sure it's completely out. I like using contained small fires, so you can do this really well and no one would ever know I've been here and had a fire here now. I think it's just good practice. So what I'm going to do is include a few still shots at the end of the video so you can see the production of the hanging hook. It was literally just two different size tubes. I know not everybody's got access to a welder, but if you ask around, you'll be surprised. You'll probably know someone down the road from you who could knock it up for you for a few beers, and it's definitely worth doing. It's just a great little tool, and I've been meaning to make one for ages, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could please like and subscribe, it would massively help. I really want to grow the channel and do more videos for you guys. So thank you very much for watching.